Parashat Vayechi Aliyat Revi'i. Yaakov Avinu, before his death, he summons all his children together and he says, "Ha'asifu ve'agid alachem et asher yikra etchem b'achnet yamim." Come all together and I will tell you what will happen in the end of days. And we know that she tells us that he wanted to tell his children when Mashiach will come. But Nistalka mimenu shechina, Hashem said nobody is supposed to know when Mashiach will come. But what I want to bring out over here is a very important point for us, not only in this parasha for life. Ha'asifu ve'agid alachem. If we want Hashem to give us a beracha, if we want Hashem to reveal His secrets to us, ha'asifu. We must always be united, no matter what. No matter what happens, ha'asifu ve'agid alachem. Hikabesu ve'shim'u b'nei Yaakov. Always come together in peace. And now Yaakov Avinu wants to start giving the berachot to his children. Now, some of the berachot were berachot, and some of them were a rebuke or words of criticism. For example, Reuven, he tells Reuven faces a lot of criticism for his impulsive decision to switch the beds, as we see in Parashat Vayishlach. And Yaakov Avinu says, you ascended upon your father's bed, because you got involved in my business, as hilalta yitsu'i ala. And therefore you weren't really supposed to do that. And we know the rabbis say, from here, Yaakov Avinu takes the bechorah from Reuven, he gives it to Yosef, and it's something very intricate and very detailed, which we won't get into right now. Shimon and Levi also received rebuke for their anger, because the anger manifested in the killing of Shechem. And we see in Parashat Vayishlach, Yaakov Avinu was very upset. He says, "Lehav isheni be'yosheva aris." You made me a foul odor in front of everybody. You shouldn't have taken the law into your own hands. We should have discussed the whole issue. And also, ki bersonam ikeru shor, bersonam hargu ki be'apam hargu ish, bersonam ikeru shor. Because you were very upset. You were almost about to kill your brother Yosef. Yaakov Avinu, he knew exactly what was going on with Shimon and Levi, that they wanted to kill their brother Yosef. Bersonam ikeru shor, you wanted to get rid of Yosef. So that was a rebuke upon Shimon and Levi. Next we have Yehuda in this aliyah. Yehuda, he was bestowed with the beracha of monarchy, with success in warfare, abundance in wine, milk for his portion, beautiful. And lo yasur shebet mehuda umhokek min ben raglav ad ki yabo shilo velo yikehat amim. We know Melech HaMashiach will come from Yehuda. As we know, Yehuda, Boaz, all that, David, Melech HaMashiach will come from Yehuda. Because Yehuda, we know the greatest thing that we could attribute to Yehuda is him saying in Parashat Vayeshev, Tzadekah mimeni, his hoda. He admitted, that's why we are called Yehudim. Yehudim comes from the Shoresh hoda. To admit when we do something wrong, not to shy away from it, but to admit that we do something wrong. And Yehuda seemingly embarrassed himself in public, but he was Mekadeshim Shamayim Begalui. He exalted Hashem's name in public. That's why Yehuda, if you see, Yehuda has all the letters of Hashem's name. He has the Yod, he has the Ke, he has the Vav. The Dal is in the middle because we're not going to call anybody by Hashem's name. And then you have the last He. Because he was Mekadesh Hashem's name Begalui in public, so Yaakov Avinu gives him seemingly the best beracha. Next we have Zevulun. Zevulun receives a beracha, the Hof Yamim Yishkon. He'll be very prosperous by the sea. And Zevulun's beracha, if you see, comes before Yisachar. Even though in the order of things, Yisachar was born before Zevulun. So the rabbis explain, why is Zevulun over here in the beracha before Yisachar? Because Zevulun really is supposed to work to give the money to Yisachar when he sits down and learns Torah. Which brings us to the beracha of Yisachar. Yisachar hamor garem robes ben mishpetayim. When a person takes upon himself the yoke of Torah, when he toils in Torah, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be very fruitful when he sees the amal, when he sees the perot of the amal, when he sees the Baruch Hashem, when he's learning, even though it might be very hard, he doesn't sleep at night, but when he sees that Baruch Hashem is doing Retzon Hashem, that's what we have to do in this world. We didn't come to have a good time in this world, I'm sorry for saying it. We came to toil in Torah. We came to do what Borei Olam wants. And we shouldn't worry. Like I said, Yisachar comes after Zebulun, because if we do what Hashem wants, Hashem has many different ways to give us our parnasa. Lastly, we have Dan. Dan receives the blessing as a serpent and a gift of judgment. Dan yadin amo ke'achat shebtei Israel. And the last pasuk in Dan's beracha is Yeshuatecha kiviti Hashem. Hashem, I await for your salvation. And we know Shimshon in Sefer Shofetim, Shimshon comes out from Dan. And he said these exact words, Yeshuatecha kiviti Hashem, before he brought down the whole building on the Pelishtim. Yaakov Avinu had the foresight, Yaakov Avinu had the nebu'ah that Shimshon, which will come out from Dan as a judge, will say these words.